everyone, it's Chrissie and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another apartment renovation. So today we're actually going to be renovating an apartment in Evergreen Harbour. So this is in Conifer Station. It's I believe it's the Pinecrest number 402 apartment in Conifer Station. And I actually renovated this apartment and built it inspired by the pastel pop and the everyday clutter kits that literally just came out earlier in the week. So yeah, I told you guys that I wanted to do a build that was kind of like focused around both of those new kits that we got, because they're both build kits, so they both added a bunch of build items. And yeah, they're like, the everyday clutter kit is basically like the name says, it's like everyday clutter. It's very realistic clutter and clutter that you will probably see me using in, I'm gonna say, like every single build that I do from here on out, because there's just so many like kind of like staple pieces in that kit, in that clutter kit, and pieces and items that the game has really been missing for a long time. So just a little like realism pieces that, you know me, I love cluttering up my builds and adding clutter and realism and stuff like that. So that kit is like right up my alley. And then we also got the pastel pop kit that's actually kind of, I believe it's a kit inspired by like 60s and 70s design, if I'm not mistaken. But it's very colorful, very pastel, very like not my style, if that makes sense. So if you guys are like regular viewers on the channel, you'll know that I personally prefer more muted colors, darker colors, and you know, stuff that's not very like cutesy, if that makes sense. But the pastel pop kit is very much, it's very like cutesy and very colorful, very pastel. There's a lot of colors. And yeah, this kit, the pastel pop one, is actually a kit that Plumbella, so Jessie, that she actually worked with the Sims team to design this kit, which is so cool. I loved that they worked with Plumbella. She's such an amazing simmer. And I know recently they've actually done this with two other kits as well. They did it with the children's clothing one that I can't remember the name of right now for the life of me. But the kids clothing one that we got a couple of months ago, they actually worked with Urban Sims on that one. And then the Desert Lux kit, they actually worked with Evelyn on that one. So I really like that they're starting to work more with like simmers and, you know, simmers and content creators that like they have a lot of ideas. And I know of a ton of different creators that have so many amazing ideas that I love the fact that the Sims team are actually starting to like work with them and come up with new things and fun things. So that's really, really great. I'll leave a video linked below to a video that Jessie actually did, where she talked a little bit more about, you know, the process about like behind, you know, working with the team on a kit like this and like the design process and stuff. So I'll leave that video linked below because it's really cool. It's really insightful, and for me personally, I always love seeing stuff like that, kind of getting a behind the scenes look at, you know, how these things come about. So yeah, that's really, really cool. So I'll leave that link below. And then another link that I'll leave below before I start talking more about the apartment, another link that I'll have below is a giveaway link. So thanks to the EA Creator Network, I actually have two codes, one for the pastel pop kit and one for the everyday clutter kit. And I'm going to be giving away those two codes to one winner. And below in the description, I'll have a link to the Gleam website. It will be right at the top of the description. You won't be able to miss it. But that's actually how I'm running the giveaway, is through that website. It's completely safe. It's, you know, I don't get any of your personal information or anything like that. And there's a bunch of different ways that you can enter. So depending on how many of the like actions you do, you know, you get more entries depending on what you do, how you enter, stuff like that. So yeah, definitely go ahead, check that out if you want to stand a chance to win a code for both of these kits. And also, I do want to mention this is just for PC and Mac, unfortunately, because doing console code giveaways is really, really complicated. And, you know, getting codes that aren't like region restricted is really, really hard. So, yeah, usually the EA Creator Network codes are only for PC. And then also, I do want to mention that I got my codes thanks to the Creator Network. So yeah, I always forget to mention that in any build that I do about the kits for some reason. I always do it for like bigger packs, but I always forget to mention it when it comes to kits. But anyway, so yeah, definitely go ahead, check out the giveaway link below. I'll also have all of the information about the giveaway down below as well, just in case I forget to mention anything, because I've noticed that I'm really tripping over my words today. And I don't seem to make sense to myself, so I'm hoping that this voiceover turns out okay, because, yeah, like I said, I'm very scatterbrained for some reason. But anyway, so moving on. So the giveaway, like I said, entry link will be in the description. Definitely go check that out. I'll also, if I remember to, I'll pin a comment to the top of the comment section as well. And then, like I said, all of the information will be below. And the giveaway will be running from today, so when this video goes out, until Monday the 14th of November until 10 AM Pacific time. So that's when I'll close the giveaway. I'll like randomly pick the winner and they'll be contacted, and then the winner will have 24 hours to respond and claim their codes before I pick another winner. And then once they've like come back to me and they've claimed their codes and everything like that, I will like pin a comment to the top of the comment section and probably put it in the description as well. But I'll let you guys know that, you know, the winner has like redeemed their codes, and I'll probably give you the names and all of that stuff just to like show you guys that it's legit and all of that stuff. But yeah, so until Monday the 14th is when you have to enter. So yeah, like I said, all of this information will be below, because I feel like I'm talking in circles at this point. But yeah, so moving on back to the apartment. Like I said, it's actually in Evergreen Harbor. It's in the Pinecrest apartments, and I ended up turning it into a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom apartment. Now, of the Pinecrest apartments, there's 2 of them. This is actually the smaller one. So yeah, I didn't really want to do a too big apartment, because I didn't really know if I was going to be able to furnish like a big space with mostly just the kit items. I did use a couple of other packs as well. I didn't pack restrict it at all, just because I wanted to see, you know, which packs work well with the kits and work well with the items. And from what I saw, not Discover University, the high school years pack, as well as the movie hangout pack and the paranormal stuff pack, and yeah, the backyard stuff pack as well works really well with it. Parenthood goes really well with like the theme of the items. Dream Home Decorator also works really well with it. A lot of like the color swatches and stuff like that work really well together. So yeah, those are just a couple of the packs that I like immediately noticed worked really well with these items. But yeah, so this build is, I'm not going to really talk about the everyday clutter kit all that much, because it's just a bunch of clutter, and like I said, I already love like every single clutter piece that they gave us. They gave us so many things. That little like rolled up yoga mat that we have in the main bedroom, that is such a cool thing. There's also this little basket with some workout stuff in it as well, like dumbbells and stuff. That's such a nice little realistic touch, and I don't know, I love all of the clutter, especially like the phone with the keys and a little notepad, like the sticky notes with the pens and stuff. That's just, it's so many, there's so many cool like useful clutter pieces in that kit. I love it. Like I said, I'm going to use it in every single build from here on out. But the pastel pop kit is something that I do want to talk about, because like I said, it's not my personal style. I did not think that I was going to like it. I mean, I knew I was going to get it, and I thought, you know, maybe there'll be like 1 or 2 pieces that I'll like. I love that bookshelf that I have in the corner, the one with the rounded top and the open shelves. I absolutely adore that bookshelf so much. It has a couple of like really bright and like out there swatches, but it also has a plain black and a plain white. So that's really cool. I like the fact that it has a little bit more of a versatile feel to it as well. So obviously you can add a bunch of your own clutter to it too. So yeah, I love that shelf. Not the shelf, like the bookshelf. I love the little like salt lamp. I can't remember if the salt lamp is part of the clutter kit or the like pastel kit. I think it's part of the pastel kit. But anyway, I love the salt lamp that we got. And there's a couple of other things that I really like. I love the chair that we got, the living chair that I'm using in the living room, the yellow one. That's actually a new one with the pastel pop kit, but it doesn't have any plain swatches. It doesn't have a plain white or a plain black or anything like that. It has a bunch of like cow print swatches and then a bunch of like bright colors. Same thing with the rug that I end up using in the teenager's bedroom. There's a bunch of like cow print swatches and like really kind of like funky, I don't know, like abstract swatches and, you know, just some very bright stuff. A lot of the stuff in the pastel pop kit, like I said, are very bright, and it fits with the vibes of the kit. Obviously, it fits with the overall style that they were going for and, you know, the theme of it. So I don't really like mind that. But recently, I've kind of gotten used to the Sims team giving us, you know, bright items, but then also giving us at least 1 or 2 plain swatches for every item as well. So like a plain black and a plain white at least. And a couple of the pastel pop items do have a plain black and a plain white, like the desk, the bookshelf, I think a couple of other things as well. But most of them don't. Most of them don't have any, like, I'm gonna say this in air quotes, but like normal swatches or like, I guess normal neutral swatches that could work in more kind of like mature bedrooms and mature builds as well for like older Sims, because the whole kit is very, I don't want to say childlike, but kind of like childlike. So a lot of these items, I'm not going to be able to use them in a build for, you know, like grandparents. If they have a more, I guess, neutral color scheme going on, then a lot of these items just won't fit. Whereas if I had a white swatch for everything, or a black or whatever, then I could have made it fit a little bit better. Now, obviously, I know that not every pack, you know, needs to have or like needs to work with everything else. That's totally not a thing. But just as a builder, I always love when stuff is as versatile as possible. So that's just my little complaint with it, or not really a complaint, but kind of like criticism of it, is just that I would have loved if, you know, a couple of these items had more versatile swatches, like, you know, that desk chair, for example. That doesn't have a plain black or white either, and it's a really nice chair. I would have loved it. Same with the bed in the main bedroom. That's also a new bed, and it has no plain swatches, and it drives me insane. Even the plainer swatches are still colorful, which, you know, it's not really my thing. I don't really like a bunch of colorful stuff, but that's just me. So yeah, I do want to mention that. But also, this whole apartment is playtested. The only thing that doesn't work is the armchair in the teenager's bedroom, and there's nothing I could do to make that work apart from just deleting the clutter on the floor completely. But everything else works, so I just wanted to mention that. But yeah, we're basically at the end of this video, so I'm gonna wrap it up. If you guys liked it, give it a like, all of that fun stuff. And I hope you're all having a great day, and I'll talk to you in my very next video. Bye everyone!
Oh damn, I've been feeling something for you lately, and I am trying so hard to just stay cool. Oh man, I think I might be going crazy, 'cause all I really want is to be with you. And I'm saying we're just friends, but thinking you're my man. And baby, if you knew, hey, I say I'm doing alright, I'm doing just fine, but I'm scattered, and I closer.